Well, well, well. Let's do a little battle here. So, basically, what I wanted to try is I wanted to try this thing versus this thing over there. This is the old version of the Gimle, the Q42, its working name is called. And it will battle the Q50, the latest version of the Gimle. Now this is the slightly older version of the Gimle. Here, because this iteration does not have the spawn smoke that a newer version has. And it also has been given the painting scheme that belongs to, well, that belongs to Grey Talons, I think it is. Which looks pretty cool as well. But what I basically want to see is that Q50 is a superior upgrade to the Gimle, because it would be really sad if we changed the armor, as you know in the previous Gimle episode, if we changed it to a better armor and still it performs worse than the original one, like 8 iterations ago, it would be a little bit sad. Now, the Q50 also spent some time on having quite a bit of anti-torpedo systems that this doesn't have. It also has fewer propellers. It actually has 50% less back propellers, but it doesn't turn as steeply either, so that's a little difference. Will be highly interesting to see. The Q50 is in the lead slightly, but not with a lot. Now the Q42 over here still got its lamps working and everything, so it shouldn't be too huge of a difference though. Oh, we're getting EMP'd a bit here. Look at that. And this little turret here, it's of course connected up to shoot at torpedoes, but if there is no target, it should shoot at the enemy's underside actually. It's connected up to the same AI as the sniper units. Well, it works. It works. Ew, look there, we got some damage done to the propellers there. Back propellers are still somewhat intact. Wow. We're taking some damage there, that's for sure. Right, so the Q50 is actually in the lead with like 4-ish percentages. That's something. Now, I shouldn't expect a huger difference, but I would want to see an even larger difference. That is quite true. I've tweaked the anti-munition systems to work pretty well too, so hopefully they should be able to take it out. But honestly, in a battle like this, we're playing with big crams. Like, anything can happen. One thing we should check here is, if we check the internals, this version of course has internal armor. Ooh, look at that. We have actually some exposed auxiliary AI parts here. That's not too good. Can be interesting to see. Now we're just lost in that. Let's check over at this beast over here, because it has even less internal armor. Most of its armor is in the outer hull. It also rides a little bit lower, but the fragments that hit this should be able to deal more damage. Maybe it doesn't matter that much actually with internal armor that we've added. Like one shot going away that we didn't want it to could just end the battle in one blast. Because of course these big crams have some really scary frags, and if they deal some damage, they really deal a lot of damage. Now the Gimle also has a couple of cram systems like here, as well as the mortars of course, and even though they deal damage of course, they are mostly there to actually trick the enemy civ system to just activate. You can see this shell isn't very dangerous, but the enemy ship, the Q42 version of the Gimle, doesn't know that, so it still has to engage it. Ah. They're trying to maneuver around there. That's pretty interesting. Just diving down. So what's happening over here? These shots are still intact, that's good. Bam! That turret is a bit dead. Alright. 92 versus 82. Well, that's good. It's going better for the new version of the Gimle, no question about it. That's good, that's good. Because if it wasn't, that would have been really sad. We really want it to be quite superior to... We want the latest version of the Gimle to be superior. And we should also say big thanks to Sean Reed, who I believe was the one that told us about the smoke here. I did some testings offline, and yes, the laser beams only need to go through the smoke and the damage is reduced. The green sphere doesn't have to surround the blocks that we want to protect. It only suffices that the laser passes through the smoke in the green area, and the AP is reduced a great bit. Ooh. Scary explosions there. .91, the original Gimle is at 91, and the updated one is down to 78, and that's of course a great sign. We really want there to be some kind of difference, like an obvious difference. Ooh, it even looks like one turret is missing here. It's pretty insane. Wow. Alright. Let's follow one of the big shots and see what happens. See if it goes in there somehow. Ooh, lambs were able to engage it. Yeah, and you probably know from the latest episode of the Build a Superior Battleship series on the main channel, you probably know that indeed having lambs is better than not having lambs. Yeah. Ooh, 73%. Somehow it seems that because we don't have internal armor on the Q42, the internals and the lamb systems gets damaged, so that the lambs will not be able to shoot down the cram shells popping in there. That's quite interesting. So thanks to the cheaper outer layer of the armor for the Q50 and the upgraded internal armor, the general performance of the ship is significantly improved, as can be seen in this little battle test where the Q50 is in the lead with 89%, while Q4 is down to 70%. Nice. It also looks much better when it's going a little bit high underwater, like this beauty. Beauty goes a long way, as they say. 68%, yeah, the Q50 is definitely winning this. It's very, very, very unlikely that Q42 will be able to win. So I think we indeed, it's good that my last 8 iterations on hours of building and upgrading the Gimle was not wasted, but that they actually provided a significant improvement in performance, as can be seen from this battle. I'll probably rerun this battle a couple of times offline too, and I'm going to give an update if I get results that counter this battle's result. Because this one is the first kind of recording during this type of battle between the Q50 and Q42. So yeah, it's the first one, so this is more like first impressions. Yeah, we can see we're disabling some turret there, down to 63%, basically very low chances of recovery. Now this isn't a official battle tournament thing, because of course it's different iterations of the same ship battling each other, but just having a slight overview of the internals, we can see it looks like a Swiss cheese and it's even sinking. So it is going to lose. It really is. Well, I suppose we'll conclude that battle with that, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Just a little pitching battle there. Your host GMODISM is signing out.